Toronto Blue Jays going up against the New York Mets. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. These fans get to see their team at home for the first time this season, Singy, and they want to help create a spark for their squad.
Well, clearly there's no place like home, Boog. A few road games didn't go their way to start the season, but they're at home now looking to right the ship. Should be a lot of excitement in the park today.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
New York Mets.
Just about set to go now. And today on the hill, Jacob deGrom. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
And now for the Jays, Andres Gimenez.
Boog, it's always fun showing up to the ballpark on a day deGrom is pitching. He's widely regarded as one of the most dominant pitchers in the league. And when he's at his best, he's setting the standard for the entire league.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action. And speeding up the game, and it's working.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So coming into the game now on defense, Tejada. He's in at shortstop. Nathan Lucas now at the plate. Ground ball right side, could be 2. And he can't come up with it. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
First baseman, Vladimir.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
So Vladdy Jr. strikes out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Now it's going to be Davis Schneider. Man on second, 2 down. Late with the swing there.
1-2.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Gimenez stands at second with 2 gone.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned into deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Back here in Queens. And our starting pitcher here today, Jose Barrios. Singy's looking at a nice little milestone here.
Well, he's been sitting on 99 career wins. I think he's got it in him for 100 today. Excited to be in the chair and watch him work.
Here's the veteran outfielder, number three. That one 95 to finish him off.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike three. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
At the plate, David Wright fouls one off. 2-2. One out, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Base hit.
Everything came together for him. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike three.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game one of this three-game set. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Lifted in the air, right field. And the inning is over. Mets leave one, scoreless after one. And we're back. New inning getting started. Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one in for a strike, 2-2. That one the other way. And it stays fair.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bichette gets his lead at first with nobody out. And there's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Chases that one out of the zone. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now, Will Wagner. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Digging in, Alejandro
2 balls,
Kirk.
1 strike.
In the air, right side, on the move. And that is that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Citi Field, home of the New York Mets. Singy, we saw this team playing in the NLCS a year ago.
And some people were surprised they went as far as they did, but they had a really talented roster. In the postseason, you just need one of those guys to get hot, and good things start to happen.
Yeah, Pete Alonso was that guy last year. It felt like he was hitting a game-changing home run every night.
And the rest of his teammates just fed off that energy, Boo. Francisco Lindor was absolutely amazing. Mets fans will remember his grand slam against the Phillies for a very long time.
But with that said, the only way for the Mets to take a step forward this season is reaching the World Series. So here's d'Arnaud with 1 out. That one fouled off, 2-2. No score here in the second. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And here is Michael Conforto. Another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. No runs, no hits, no errors. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. And a swing and a miss.
1-2, the count.
And that one hammered. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Thought that was a no-doubter. I think the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Andres Jimenez. The 1-1. Just missed.
That's the ball.
That clips the corner. Top of the 3rd, no score. Stays alive. Here's a 2-2. That one down the line, and it stays fair. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
1 out, runner at second. Now it's the right fielder, Nathan Lucas. And that one popped in the air, left field. 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that'll do it. One left for Toronto. Still no score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third.
11.
And here is Tejada. And foul ball. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished
Number 12.
right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Next to hit, number 12. That's inside, and that's ball 2. One down, base is empty. Just missed. Next offering is fouled back. And that's ball 4. Tried another slurve, but couldn't find his zone.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the right fielder. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Man at first, one away. Barrios a check to first, and he's back in easily.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
That one misses, and it's 3-2. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
So digging in, David Wright. The 1-1 is fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Now one missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the last half of the third. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to inning number 4. No score. Start of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Yeah, that's fouled off. Popped in the air, left field, and there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Fourth inning underway, no score. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball, that's high.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Next pitch in for a strike. Counts full, 3-2.
Count is full.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Go ahead run on base. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Here's a 1-1. Just missed. Action in the Mets bullpen. Steven Matz appears to be getting loose. Robles, a right-hander, loosening up as well. And that's in for a strike. It's 2-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So now the DH spot, Will Wagner. That to right. Under it. And that is that. Blue Jays held in check. And we are still scoreless. Back here at Citi Field, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, number 21. And a foul ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Next offering is in for a strike.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths. Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing for the Mets. And we're still knotted at 0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think
Up
about.
next for the Blue Jays,
Go-ahead run on
center
base,
Dalton
and now
Varsho.
it's Dalton Varsho.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. Makes the grab, one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he
Up
tried to
next
do a little
for the
bit too
Blue
much.
Jays,
Sometimes those
second
eyes can get
baseman,
really
Andres
big. I think his
Jimenez.
swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. That'll be it for Jacob deGrom, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching. for
Now
the
on
New
the
York
bump,
Mets,
Steven Matz.
Number
He's making his
32.
4th appearance of the season.
Steven Matz.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Swings and misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
1-2.
Line to left,
That ball's
and foul ball. Next offering
2-2.
misses down and away.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory,
That's a foul.
get yourself into scoring position.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And that's
Got a full
outside.
count.
And ball
Ball
4,
four.
2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's
Now
been
batting,
really
right
patient at the
fielder,
plate. The
Nathan
game
Lucas.
plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Now at the plate, Nathan Lucas. The 1-1. And there's a base hit to left. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now
Now
loaded.
batting,
Only
first
one
baseman,
away.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So bases all loaded up. And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here's a 1-2. Grounder might be 2. Over to second for 1. And that's 2.
These boys were ready to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent job of execution there. You turn the double play, and the inning is over.
Back here in Queens.
Leading off
And now the
for the
catcher
Mets,
comes up to hit.
catcher,
Travis d'Arnaud.
d'Arnaud.
And a foul ball. And foul ball.
Two-two.
And it remains 2-2. fights it off. He'll see another. Outside low, and the count is filled up. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Missed with a changeup. 2-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Darno gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him swinging.
Now batting, number 11.
Now here is Tejada. And that drops in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The shortstop takes the ball. The other way. And there's a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning. To third, not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. Just a flare down that right field line, and he got it to drop in fair. I guarantee you, he was yelling, get down, as he ran out of the box because, Boog, sometimes you just got to talk to him. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Next offering is down low.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at the corners, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Here's the Mets leadoff man. 2 on, 2 outs. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Two outs. That missed by a lot. 3-2 now. David Wright in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-two on the way. And he can't come up with it. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Mets.
Well, Brugge, I don't have the numbers to back this up or anything, but I think pitchers who tend to rack up a bunch of strikeouts sometimes end up with more errors behind them in the field just because the defenders aren't as involved in the game. They're not as sharp, and who knows if that played any factor there, but I think there could be something to it.
And now it's going to be David Wright Swung on, belted, back there. One hops off the wall, should be extra bases. One run is in, another scores. 2 runs in on the play, it's 3-zip.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That's all for Jose Barrios, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment.
Now pitching for
Ryan
Toronto.
Burr gets the ball now.
Number 43.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for
Ryan
quality
Burr.
pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here's the first baseman. Out to short. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter. That clips the corner. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Full count.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, David Schneider. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul. And that one finds its way through. So a man on base to start the inning. Bo Bichette will hit next. That one catches the zone, and a count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Schneider on at first, nobody out. Grounded to third, could be 2. Goes to second for 1. Relay to first, double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now, Ernie Clement. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And now the count is even. Gets a piece and stays alive. This to third, and that's a fair ball. Boots it, Now he'll turn for second. Gets off a throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Love how he became a really tough
Now
out with
batting,
2
the
strikes right
designated
there.
hitter,
Caught it out
Will
front, ripped it
Wagner.
down the line, and as soon as he saw it get through the infield, man, he started making that big turn towards second for the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Will Wagner. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first in time. Out number 3. So it's no runs on 2 base hits. No errors and 1 left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6. And the 5, 6, 7 slots due up. It's the Mets 3 and the Jays nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Number 26.
And that one fouled off. Got it. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 and 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Outside low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch, and that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Next offering clips the zone count even at 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs, base is empty. Set down on strikes. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Down in order go the Mets. But they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Number 62. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. The Blue Jays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swings and chases a low one there. Gets to it on to first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. He swings and fouls one off. And a 1-2. Tap dance is out of the way of that one. The Jays trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. That one just misses, and it's a full count. Movement in the bullpen. Robles getting ready to go. Number 39 getting cranked up as well. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and misses. 2 gone.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Next pitch misses way outside. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mets 3 and the Jays nothing.
Now pitching for Toronto.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Eric Swanson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. That misses the zone.
Outside.
Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And down on strikes he goes, and that's the first out.
Now batting, number 12.
And now the center fielder. And it is 2-1. Top of the zone for a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Two down, base is empty. Here's the Mets leadoff man. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Schneider makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 39. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Number 39.
Now the number 2
Leading off
hitter,
for Toronto,
Nathan Lucas.
right fielder Nathan Lucas.
There's a swing and a drive. And that's a foul ball.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Rips one to right. Fair ball. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. It's such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Next to hit, Davis Schneider. And there's a ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And there's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Tying run at the plate. On the ground, out to short. Nice stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Up next.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. The 1-2. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Vladdy comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
Will Wagner next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, and that's the third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tommy Nance. This is his 3rd time out this year. And stepping in for New York, David Wright.
Well, he came up clutch earlier in this ball game and really just needs to take the same approach. Think hard right back up the middle.
That one not close. 2 balls and a strike. And that skips into there. Out to short. Now a jump throw. And he gets him. Nicely done.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now the first baseman. One down, base is empty. A little bit high, and it's 2-1. That's down and in. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jimmy Garcia preparing to come on if needed. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit on the ground to short. Bichette zips it across. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 23.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets. One, 2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Mets go down quickly, and the score stays 3-1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, number 27. A chance at his first save of the year.
Number 27.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk.
Catcher Alejandro Kirk.
Pitch is in the dirt, and it's 2-1. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Fly ball down the line, in position. Puts it away for the out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder.
He's 2 outs away. Now the batter now, Dalton Varsho. The Blue Jays trailing by 2 here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the grab, 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Misses inside. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just
sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets take the series opener here at home.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.
And your final 3.